Hello everyone. Welcome to my FPL YouTube channel. Today we will talk about fantasy matches predictions and the clean sheet on game week 3. And how many points did I get in the game week 2? First everyone, tell us in the comments how many points you get in the second round. I got 86 points. This is my lineup. I am now 132,000 on the world. Now we will go to predict the results of the matches of the third round. The first match in the round between Arsenal against Manchester City, at Manchester City Stadium. And the opening will be between the philosopher and his student. For me, I expect Manchester City to win with another clean sheet for the goalkeeper and defense of last season's champion. And from the Portuguese Diaz will not leave my starting lineup for the second time in a row. The second match in the round between Aston Villa against Brentford, at Aston Villa Stadium. A meeting whose outcome is difficult to predict. The reader is in the statistics of the two clubs in the first two rounds. Aston Villa is developing from one meeting to another and the new rookie Brentford has a respectable and homogeneous squad. Defense with double clean sheets so far. Personally, I would prefer throwing a positive 1-1 draw, or Aston Villa winning 2-1. For the players, Ings is a key player in my squad despite the reservations about the difficulty of the match. The third match in the round between Brighton vs Everton, at Brighton Stadium. Brighton, in the last 7 matches at home, conceded only 3 goals plus 4 clean sheets. Everton so far has not impressed me and personally convinced me of its level and performance, whether offensive or defensive. Personally, I expect a 0-0 draw. Or Brighton win with an orphan goal. Another meeting that will start at the same time. Newcastle will receive the stubborn Southampton ecstatic by imposing a fair draw against the Red Devils. The two defensive teams are very weak. A meeting that I expect will go in one way and an open victory for the Red Battalion by 3-2 or perhaps more against an opponent known for defensive fragility. Although I don't own any of the players for both teams, but whoever owns Adams and Armstrong has one of the stars of round 3 or even, Alan St. Maximin from Newcastle. Let's go to the Foxes game. And the return Norwich. The Rogers Cubs will seek to rehabilitate after a vacillating start. It is an opportunity to restore the tone of Leicester last season and assure that things are fine in the Blue House, especially since Bucky's companions have not found their landmarks yet. A meeting that will be a goal wedding and a party for the attackers. Defender merit is essential because I expect it to be a clean sheet for the Foxes. Iancho is also essential, but I expect him to be the star of the tour as a whole. Perez's expulsion outweighs the Nigerian star over his colleague Daka to start as a basic and will seek to rehabilitate himself by scoring. As for those who have patience with Vardy, I expect that he will reward them as well in the tour. As a summary of Tielemans, Vardy, Iancho, Maddison. If you have one of them, feel free to include him as a main. We move to a summit awaited by the fans of the fantasy, how not? And the Jamaican Antonio and the maker of happiness said Benrahma will be received on the floor of their stadium. Defeated Crystal Palace. A match in which the Moyes Cubs will not hesitate to strengthen their position, especially with the good format that the team is going through. A meeting that I expect will end with a triple for the Hammers, the top of the round that football fans have been waiting for between Chelsea and Liverpool. A match whose outcome is difficult to predict. From my personal perspective, I expect Thomas to win tactically over Coach Klopp, or the match ended in a draw. Tottenham-Watford. Easy game for Tottenham, a guaranteed win, especially if Harry comes back to play. I expect Korean Son will not disappoint his fans on this tour. A match between Burnley against Leeds. It will be open to all possibilities, and Bielsa's shrewdness may decide it in favor of Leeds. I expect 3-1 for the wonderful companions Rafinha. But I expect Bamford to shine as well. A match between the shaken Wolverhampton, who has not found his synthesis yet, and Manchester United. The Red Devils will rehabilitate themselves after stumbling last week, despite the difficulty of the mission. I expect a 2-0 or 3-1 for Manchester United. Thank you for watching the video. Do not forget to support us by subscribing and waiting for us in an upcoming video.